To gun owners out there who say, well, a Biden administration means they're going to come for my guns.
Bingo. You're right if you have an assault weapon. The fact of the matter is they should be illegal, period.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47.
Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to Lawyered Up. I'm Patrick McGeehan. I'm a Florida trial attorney and former police officer, and I try to bring you news and information on the Second Amendment and firearms from around Florida and around the country. So here we are, faced with another assault weapons ban. We have H.R. House Resolution 1808 moving out of committee and going to markup in the House of Representatives. It is the assault weapons ban of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just phase one, because we know what comes after this. We have the assault weapons ban. They're going to ban assault weapons. And then something's going to happen and they're going to ban something else. And then something's going to happen, they're going to ban something else. And we're going to be just like Canada, where they ban practically everything, including handguns. And this one's not good. Make sure you reach out to your representatives and let them know how you feel about this. This assault weapons ban lists specifically several AK-47 and AR-15 type weapons, bans all their prototypes, copies, and reproductions thereof, and it defines a semi-automatic assault weapon as a semi-automatic rifle that has a magazine that is not fixed and any one of the following: a pistol grip, a forward grip, a folding, telescoping, or otherwise detachable stock, or is otherwise foldable or adjustable in a manner that operates to reduce the length, size, or any dimensions, or otherwise enhances the concealability of the firearm, a grenade launcher, a barrel shroud, and a threaded barrel. Surprisingly, they didn't list chainsaw attachments, which quite frankly shocked me. A semi-automatic rifle that has a fixed magazine with the capacity to accept more than 10 rounds, except for an attached tubular magazine or device to accept, and is capable of operating only with 22 rimfire ammunition. So all your AR and AK variants of 22 rimfire will be out. Any part or combination of parts, component, device, attachment, or accessories that is designed to function or accelerate the rate of fire of a semi-automatic firearm, but not convert the semi-automatic firearm into a machine gun. It includes semi-automatic pistols. Basically, they're going to outlaw all AR-15s, AK-47s, and rifle caliber pistols. Same thing for the requirements on the rifle caliber pistols. Then we go into semi-automatic shotguns that use a non-fixed magazine and has any one or more of the following: a folding or telescopic, I can't read today, a folding or telescopic or detachable stock, a pistol grip or bird's head grip, a fixed magazine with the capacity to accept more than 5 rounds, the ability to accept a detachable magazine, a forward grip, a grenade launcher, any shotgun with a revolving cylinder, all the following rifles, copies, duplicates, variants, or altered facsimiles with the capability of any such weapon thereof. Basically all AK-47s, all AR-15s, all semi-automatic shotguns that can hold more than 5 rounds. And that's a lot of them. And then it goes on to list, it's 120 something pages altogether. It goes on to list several firearms which are exempt, but the exemptions to all this also include, guess who? Yes, law enforcement and the federal government. So you will be disarmed of your common rifles, and the government will have plenty of them. There is also, let me find it here, storage requirements. Basically, you will have to have any of these weapons that are grandfathered in, and oh yes, there is a grandfather portion of it, where they will grandfather in, but anything after the passage of this date will have to have a serial number and a date of manufacture, including the high capacity magazines, which are defined as 10 rounds or more, or the assault weapon or frame or receiver thereof. I mean, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. Anyway, the storage requirement requires basically that you have either the gun with you or it's in storage. One or the other. It defines a large capacity magazine that's able to accept more than 10 rounds. It includes a magazine, a belt, a drum, a feed strip, or similar device, including any such device joined or coupled with any other in any manner that has an overall capacity or that can be readily restored or changed or converted to accept more than 10 rounds of ammunition, and does not include an attached tubular magazine designed to accept and capable of operating with only 22 rimfire. And you know what's going to happen as far as the grandfathering goes? Something's going to happen. Then they're going to say we need to ban all the grandfathered weapons. Then something else is going to happen. They're going to ban all the handguns. Or they're going to try to. Anyway, just 120 something pages of an utter mess. And there's also provisions to add funding for gun buybacks to include the ammunition. It has a transfer requirement on the grandfather's firearms. All transfers must go through an FFL, a licensed dealer, and transfer includes any loan or gift. So if you want to buy a family member a firearm, you have to transfer it through an FFL from you to them. Background checks on all grandfathered firearms. Just a mess. This is just the first part. You know, fortunately in this country we don't have a parliamentarian system like they do in Canada where they could just outright ban stuff. Here we have a representative government. Our government, the government has to beg us to give up our rights through our representatives. So make sure you contact your representative and you let your representative know how you feel. Put pressure on them. We don't need this to pass. We don't need to start this incremental confiscation, which is obviously going to come from this. And we need to head it off right here. A lot of people are asking me, but this is unconstitutional. The courts will strike it down. We need to get it struck down before it gets to the courts. We don't want to wait the time it takes for this to pass and for a court case to make it to a judge to enter an injunction and for it to wind its way through the court system. We need to get this nipped in the bud right now. This will likely pass the House because the Democrats currently control the House. The Senate is another matter. I think that it will not pass the Senate, but if politicians are good at one thing, they're good at disappointing you. They will need 60 votes to pass this in the Senate. They have at most 50. They'll have to have some Republicans join them, or they will have to convince some of the Democrats to vote against it, which is not impossible. There are some Democratic senators who come from Second Amendment areas that, you know, their constituents are not going to want this. So it is possible if we can get enough pressure on them that they will vote the correct way. But anyway, it's never good. You know, they claim it's about safety. It's not about safety. If it was about safety, there would be all kinds of other stuff in here regarding the safety. You know, they give you tax breaks for buying electric cars and stuff like that, but they don't give you any tax breaks for, you know, buying a gun safe or anything. If it's about safety, give us all tax incentives to buy big gun safes, and, you know, we'll all be a lot happier with that. But we just got to bang this thing out and get it knocked out before it gets passed and sent to the president. Like I said, I don't think it'll get passed, but you never know. Politicians are great at disappointing you. So keep an eye out on this. Any updates that come up, I'll be sure to let you know. And always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.